to kick things off officially the DreamWorks 30th anniversary countdown, we take a look at the first Madagascar film, which is always been my favorite DreamWorks franchise. And let's start off with the first one about Marty, who decides to go on the wild after being bored of being in the zoo all the time, doing the same thing. And when he leaves, Alex, Gloria, and Melman get worried and decide to go to New York, but it didn't go so well as they get caught and get taken to Kenya, Africa, in a boat. But when the penguins take over the boat, the four animals go on the wild where they meet up King Julian, Maurice, and Mort, and they go to Madagascar. And Alex is not having a great time, wants to escape, but Marty wants to have his best for this being his dream. And Melman and Gloria get a good time, and Alex later gets a decent time, but goes crazy and almost goes to hunt his solution stakes, specifically Marty, and that's pretty much what I can say about it. I always thought the first movie was always my favorite because, first off, the credits are very awesome. The credits, the I like to move it is very fun to listen to. I really enjoy I like to move it a lot. I really love that song. Second, Alex's character arc is interesting because he starts off as this beloved and talented lion, but when he goes to New York, everyone freaks out, especially when at the zoo when Alex is going to be taken away. When the people say, "We love you, Alex," when he wakes up, everyone freaks out, which is kind of crazy. And then Alex gets angry at Marty because he thought he was responsible for it being leaving the zoo. And that's pretty much his character the most in the movie. But then later, Alex gets crazy and tries to almost killed Marty and possibly other people for after having steak hallucinations because he hasn't had a steak in a while. And then he saves them from the Fusas, who are like the creatures that are hunting, that are kind of the enemies of King Julian and his buddies. And then later he retires from eating steak and becomes to like fish thanks to the penguins, who I honestly have always been a fan of the penguins. And this movie, for a smaller role they have, they are pretty fun, honestly. I do like how they kind of are like the one of the characters responsible for it, because not only did they kind of inspired Marty to go to the wild, but they also, after taking over the boat, the four animals go to Madagascar instead. Um, and they had some very funny moments in the penguins. I also thought the animation was pretty good. I really liked it. It's a little quality than the later installments, but it's a really well detailed anime film. I really enjoyed it. And I thought when the elderly beats up Alex is kind of funny, especially since she doesn't go crazy, unlike the other humans in this movie at the Grand Station. That was pretty funny. I also thought the voice acting was pretty good and fits the characters perfectly. Chris Rock was better suited for Marty. Same goes with David Schwimmer as Melman and Ben Stiller as Alex. And I really thought the "We're a Wonderful World" scene was pretty cute, honestly, for a brief moment. And yeah, so I really love the first Madagascar movies. It's really pretty good. I really liked it a lot. I also thought the opening was hilarious with the "We're free." That scene was kind of clever start to the movie. So yeah, Madagascar 2 to me is like one of my favorite DreamWorks movies. And one of my favorite films, one of my favorite anime films of all time, honestly. So that's a pretty good start to DreamWorks 30th anniversary. Stay tuned for tomorrow, Madagascar 2.